Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. As usually, we're gonna start with our daily analysis with the channeling here to observe what happened for Bitcoin, what it might happen next. Of course, we can see our bull run that it might have finished over there, and we're looking for an ABC expanding flat towards the downside. Currently on the channeling here, we are still of course inside this corrective channel. We are looking for a clear answer whether we leave it from the downside or of course from the upper side. Now, in case that we are going to leave from the downside here, we're gonna watch of course the mid level here for this base channel, that it might be of course a support by taking also the low potentially here, which it can form even in our scenarios here a big ending diagonal at the same time. So this is a very critical level. We're gonna see it also with the labeling and the possibility that we have here on the daily, where you might have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. As you can see, this zone is in confluence as well with our mid line here for the channeling, which is a very critical area. By taking also the low, might be a possibility for a rebound toward the upside to be tested, of course, in this area. Now, currently, if we are looking for a move toward the upside before we get here, of course, there's still one possibility available there. However, in this case scenario, you want to watch, of course, the invalidation here. This is an old invalidation. Currently, the invalidation is at the wave 1 over there, which it is 108K. So 108K is the invalidation of the bull scenario here that we might still get, of course, because you have a very, very tiny gap that we can see exactly in this area, where you might still unfold here a double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish inside this blue box around the 130K for Bitcoin. So this is the last chance, of course, for Bitcoin to move toward the upside from this low. Now, are we gonna take this invalidation today, tomorrow, or nobody knows? We might simply move toward the upside. You're gonna see, of course, internally. But before moving for this, let me explain what it might be the scenario here, that it is unfolding for a wave C in an expanding flat A, B, and a C. This wave C so far has formed a double 1, 2. And if we have here double 1, 2, we might get, of course, a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. It might be some of them very extended, and that they might reach, of course, the wave C here in an expanding flat for Bitcoin. So this is a bearish market that we are looking for, is an ABC. By the way, the bear market here is already half of it finished. You're still looking for the last aggressive move here before we start a new bull run in a wave 2 here, because you have finished a bull run as a wave 1 over there. This is a very exceptional bear market, I would say. It's the first time Bitcoin that it might do here an expanding flat as a bear market, giving a nice opportunity for new highs here in 3 waves toward the upside and then moving downward. So another possibility here for moving for higher, but of course after taking invalidation, we might experiment here a potential A, B, and a C, still the same scenario, but this wave B here might take, of course, the high again in a form of ending diagonal in an ABC 3 waves. And that means if this is going to transform to 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, can be a wave C still, and still a wave B hitting the 1.38, which is a perfect level for a wave B and expanding flat, and then moving downward for a wave C again. However, based on the time here for a wave B and based on the wave A, you should have finished, of course, a wave B perfectly here in timing and start to move downward. Therefore, the possibility is a little bit low here, unless we see a very important reaction here in the low. But don't forget that it might be several 1, 2s even, or a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make here a big wave 1, and then having a wave 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. So yeah, we're gonna watch what's gonna happen, but very interesting area to be watched as well. Now, let's move inside it, of course, on the micro level or on the 2 hours chart here. As you can see on the 2 hours chart, we are currently in this channel, the blue channel that you are looking at it downward. very aggressive one, where you see here a 1 2, potentially wave 3 finished as 1 2 3 4 and a 5, wave 3, and you have a wave 4 here not interfering with the zone 1, and internally you have kind of like a finished wave 5. Basically we are looking here, we are looking at this wave 5 as a finished wave A or a wave 1, as a full impulse 1 2 3 4 5, and you got ABC downward for a wave 2, and then another 1 2 3 here. Your wave 3 is 1 2 3 4 5, finishing wave 3, then wave 4, and then wave 5. So you got an A, B, and a C here, or in case of course you are bullish, you want to continue upward, or you are in double 1 2 here, hitting perfectly the blue zone as yesterday analysis. And we mentioned of course that this blue zone has to be hit minimum requirement 0.38, and then moving downward for a massive wave 3 probably for Bitcoin. Or it can be of course here a big 1 2 3 4 and a 5 leading diagonal downward, and then moving of course for a wave 2, because of course the wave 4, in case this is a leading diagonal, wave 4 is interfering with zone 1, and then of course we gonna move for a wave 5 to form a big wave 1 2 and then 3 4 5 downward. Yep, so these are the possibilities right now for Bitcoin currently with this move toward the upside. In case you are impulsive here, you are looking for a wave 4, we just got invalidation for this impulse. So if you are in a 1 2 here, you just got the invalidation, and that means of course there is no impulse upward. This has finished of course as an ABC. There is no 1 2 3 4 5. As I mentioned yesterday, we need a good reaction for this. We didn't got any V shape, we move simply downward. Yep, that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching, thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.